Intro music plays. Host. Welcome, sports fanatics, to another action-packed episode of Four-Year Starters Daily Lineup. I'm your enthusiastic host, bringing you the latest highlights and thrilling moments from the world of sports. It's Friday, August 11th, and we have an incredible lineup of stories to dive into today. Sound of crowd cheering. Host. But before we jump into the exciting world of sports, let me share a fun fact about today's date. Did you know that on this day, back in 1996, the Atlanta Summer Olympics kicked off? That's right, folks. On August 11th, the world witnessed the start of one of the greatest sporting events in history. Now, let's dive right into the action. Transition music plays. Host. Our first story takes us to the Women's World Cup, where Spain has secured a historic semifinal spot with a thrilling victory over the Netherlands. It was a match filled with intensity, passion, and incredible skill from both sides. Spain's women's national team showcased their determination and resilience as they fought tooth and nail to secure their place in the semifinals. We'll dive deep into the game, analyzing those key plays and discussing the impact this victory has on the tournament as a whole. Sound of baseball bat hitting a ball. Host. Next up, we shift gears to Major League Baseball, where impressive performances and exciting moments have been making headlines. From jaw-dropping home runs to unbelievable catches, the MLB has been delivering non-stop excitement. We'll take a closer look at some of the standout players and teams who have been making waves recently. So, if you're a baseball aficionado, get ready to hear all about those game-changing moments and clutch performances that have kept fans on the edge of their seats. Transition music plays. Host. Well, folks, that's all we have on today's lineup. Get ready to immerse yourself in the world of sports as we break down these incredible stories. So grab your snacks, put on your lucky jersey, and join us for another thrilling episode of Four-Year Starters Daily Lineup. Let the games begin. Outro music plays. Transition. Host. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sports Buzz, where we dive into the latest headlines with the enthusiasm of a sprinting wide receiver. It's time to huddle up and tackle some exciting stories from the world of sports. So, grab your helmets and let's get started. Headline 1. Host. In our first story, it seems that rookie quarterback Stroud may have stumbled out of the gate. With a disappointing debut, Stroud threw an interception and struggled to move the offense in the Houston Texans preseason game against the New England Patriots. It's a tough break for Stroud, but we all know that even the greatest quarterbacks have faced their fair share of interceptions. Let's hope he can bounce back and show his true potential in the next game. Headline 2. Host. As the NFL preseason kicks into high gear, we're in for a treat, folks. Get ready for thrilling matchups that will leave you on the edge of your seat. From rookies making their mark to veterans reminding us why they're still kings of the gridiron, these preseason games are brimming with excitement. And let's not forget about those players fighting tooth and nail for a coveted spot on the roster. It's a battle royale out there, and we can't wait to see who comes out on top. Headline 3. Host. Now, here's a story that's sure to give you goosebumps. Michael Lorenzen's no-hitter has not only brought joy to the Philadelphia Phillies, but has also united a city known for its passionate sports fans. Despite their reputation, the city is buzzing with excitement, rallying around this incredible feat. It just goes to show that even in the toughest of towns, sports have the power to bring people together and create moments of pure magic. And with that, folks, we've reached the end of this segment. But fear not. We'll be back soon with more thrilling sports stories that will leave you cheering like a stadium full of fans on game day. Until then, keep that sports spirit alive, and remember, in the game of life, we're all winners. End of segment. In a thrilling match, Spain defeated the Netherlands 2-1 in the quarterfinals of the Women's World Cup, securing a spot in the semifinals for the first time in their history. The victory was sealed by substitute Salma Paraluelo, who scored in extra time to give Spain the win. The game started off with both teams showing determination and skill. It was a closely contested match, with neither side able to find the breakthrough in the first half. As the game progressed, the tension grew, and it seemed like it would take something special to break the deadlock. In the 81st minute, Spain was awarded a penalty kick after Dutch defender Stephanie van der Gracht handled the ball inside the box. Mariana Caldente stepped up and calmly converted the penalty, giving Spain a crucial lead late in the game. However, van der Gracht, in her final World Cup appearance, redeemed herself in the 91st minute by scoring the equalizer for the Netherlands, sending the game into extra time. The goal breathed new life into the match and set the stage for a thrilling finish. In the second period of extra time, Barcelona teenager Salma Paraluelo made her mark on the game. She received a through ball, showcased her skill by shaking off her defender with a silky move, and unleashed a powerful left-footed shot that found the back of the net. It was Paraluelo's first World Cup goal, and it proved to be the match winner, sending Spain into jubilation and making history. Spain, ranked 6th in the world, had never advanced past the round of 16 in their previous World Cup appearances. This victory marks a significant milestone for Spanish women's football, as they now have a chance to compete in the final. Their opponents in the semifinals will be either Japan or Sweden. The match was played in front of an enthusiastic crowd of 32,021 fans at Wellington Regional Stadium in New Zealand. The atmosphere was electric, and both teams put on a memorable display of skill and determination. Overall, Spain's victory over the Netherlands was a hard-fought and nail-biting affair. The match showcased the talent and resilience of both teams, but it was Spain's determination and Paraluelo's heroics that ultimately secured their place in the semifinals of the Women's World Cup. They will now eagerly await their next opponent as they continue their historic journey in the tournament. In a series of recent MLB games, young players showcased their potential as top prospects, providing fans with exciting moments and thrilling victories. Let's take a closer look at some of the standout performances and highlights from these games. In a game between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Tampa Bay Rays, Matthew Liberatore, a top prospect in baseball, delivered a stellar performance on the mound. The left-hander pitched 8 shutout innings, setting career highs for innings pitched and strikeouts. Liberatore, who was drafted by the Rays in the first round in 2018 but traded to the Cardinals in 2020, allowed only 2 singles in the game. The Cardinals ultimately won the game 5-2, with Andrew Knizner and Tommy Edman contributing home runs to secure the victory. Several other games also featured thrilling victories fueled by home runs and strong pitching. The Baltimore Orioles defeated the Houston Astros 5-4, with Adley Rutschman and Ryan Mountcastle hitting home runs to contribute to the win. The Orioles snapped their streak of series sweeps and extended their streak of not being swept to 76 series. The Philadelphia Phillies secured a 6-2 victory over the Washington Nationals thanks to impressive hitting performances, including 2-run home runs from Trea Turner, Nick Castellanos, and J.T. Realmuto. Aaron Nola pitched 5 solid innings, allowing only 1 run and striking out 6 batters. The Phillies drew 9 walks in the game and took 3 out of 4 games in the series. In a matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Atlanta Braves, the Pirates emerged victorious with a 7-5 win. Cabrian Hayes had 3 RBIs, while Liover Peguero added 2 RBIs with a single. The Pirates' offense was able to overcome the Braves' efforts, securing the win. These games provided a platform for young players to showcase their potential as top prospects in baseball. Matthew Liberatore's dominant pitching performance demonstrated his skills and highlighted his promising future in the sport. Adley Rutschman and Ryan Mountcastle's home runs for the Orioles further solidified their status as rising stars in the league. The recent MLB games featured impressive performances from young players, thrilling victories fueled by home runs and strong pitching, and exciting moments for fans. These games serve as a reminder of the incredible talent and potential within the world of baseball. Upbeat music fades in. Announcer. And that's a wrap, folks. We've reached the end of another thrilling episode of 4-Year Starter. I don't know about you, but my heart is pounding with excitement after that incredible podcast journey we just had. Cheering sound effects. Announcer. We've covered it all, from the highs to the lows, the victories to the defeats, and everything in between. It's been a wild ride, full of adrenaline, just like a championship game. Sound of a crowd roaring. Announcer. But before we go, we want to give a big shout-out to our amazing listeners. You guys are the true MVPs, supporting us week in and week out. We couldn't do it without your unwavering enthusiasm and passion for sports. Applause sound effects. Announcer. So, here's the deal, folks. If you want to stay connected with us, make sure to follow us on social media. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, where we'll be sharing behind-the-scenes content, bonus episodes, and engaging with our incredible fan base. Sound of typing on a keyboard. Announcer. Just search for 4-year starter and hit that follow button like a game-winning buzzer beater. You won't want to miss out on the action, trust me. We're here to keep the sports fire burning inside you. Sound of a roaring flame. Announcer. And don't forget to check back with us tomorrow, same time, same place, for another exhilarating episode. We'll be diving headfirst into the latest sports news, analysis, and mind-blowing interviews with the biggest names in the game. Sound of a referee's whistle. Announcer. So, until then, keep hustling, stay in the game, and never forget that you have the heart of a true champion. This is your host signing off, reminding you to always give it your all, on and off the field. Upbeat music fades out.